Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TGM online series for TGM26 for APAC. It's Michael Watt, a very quick break. We've been making our way through. Each team has been finding themselves in a 3v3 head-to-head, and then we have had our winners, Sonic, DRG, KZX, into that finale, and let's find out who it is. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. Who's going to walk away with it?
Exactly that. Well, the piece of the pie is in fact going to be, well, found in just a moment. 4 a.m. once again opting into an HLL lineup, as things have been actually working out pretty well. Another HLL, HML to come on through, and another HLL out of Mame to bring on out. So we're looking to see some pretty dynamic moving around. A lot of movement tech will be played on in, and on the side of Haibu, I'm wondering if the switch to the HML will be enough to keep themselves in the running, because considering how much of a damage output there's going to be between all the other three teams, things can get heated rather quickly.
Well, everything's about to kick off. Mame going down early, or at least some of them are. FPS, one of the last alive. Microchip off-screen. Weekend at Bernie's getting active. They found two as well. Latte doing what he does best, shooting at people. Shay does lock it down though, and that's a wipe. Haibu taken down by Weekend at Bernie's. OCE have come to play, ladies and gentlemen. They're awake. They are ready. HLL, Michael Chip on... That's deliberate, by the way. Michael Chip on the line again is absolutely dialed. And this is going to be a good one, Phil.
Yes, sir. Well, Haibu already just getting finally the respawn, but yeah, with the deposit coming on in, Weekend at Bernie hopefully will get themselves all up and running, and should be able to at least get the initial deposit running. But otherwise, here for the rest of the match, it's looking like, well, Haibu will arguably be the underdogs, as funny as it may sound, considering how much we were saying that Weekend at Bernie might have a few struggles here and there, but they're looking a little bit more locked in. There is an attempt at the steal to come on through, and question being is how will Weekend at Bernie be able to respond? Glitch grenade going out as they're trying to keep control, and oh, the M11 bursting quite a fair bit of damage. That's a big one as well. No, unfortunately, Keldor does get gone as well, and the chase continues. M11, so much damage to bring on through, but deciding actually to completely back away, to not challenge it just yet and not hunt, considering they're at the man disadvantage. So maybe that's a better idea here for Weekend at Bernie, as I believe the revive is actually going to come on through. So this is looking pretty good so far for them to just be able to reconcile all their plays, and the winch as well coming on through. Well, goodbye. It was nice knowing you, Micro.
Managed to live for a short while there. Shay throwing his life away as well, but I'm now left to wonder, where is Keldor? Up above, does send on down the explosive barrel, but he's not going to be able to do too much from his position, unfortunately, given that he is only a single light. He might be able to find one for his trouble, but no. Haibu, they figured out what's going on. Mame as well, they're managing to get close, but not quite walk away with the win, and ultimately, it will still be a lockout here from what is remaining of players' stack, but ultimately it is going to be FPS to find one. Ghost trades it back. A lot of kills back and forth here, but they're trying to lock something in. Kiar's taken down, ultimately off the back of a big kill for himself, but now there just isn't time as they start to run on over. Myung and Co are looking to find at least a couple of kills to bolster their cash as well, and they will do just that. Haibu take down what's left. Mame and 4 a.m. both sent to the waiting screens, and Weekend at Bernie's, unfortunately, they lose their cash out.
Yeah, completely pushed out of any sort of competition. Certainly was not favoring things as well. But look, there's still a few more opportunities for them. It was a solid turnaround, or at least solid attempt at their hold. But yeah, the lineup didn't particularly bring too much of the dividends. It's interesting to see that, yeah, it is Mame and Weekend at Bernie that so far are sitting on a bit more of a difficult time. But look, at least once again, an attempt to try to get started with yet another vault is currently now present. Meanwhile, on the side of 4 a.m., it's just nice and steady. They're continuing their attempts to just keep themselves in the running. But the problem being is now the bottom two teams will be eliminated. So now the stakes are the highest they've ever been. And you can't really afford complacency here. You have to almost battle, I feel, for each one of the vaults, because otherwise can't really ensure much of a safety net for yourself.
Yeah, you can't ensure much at all in these positions, considering that everything is now such a higher staked. I don't know what is going on realistically. Weekend at Bernie's have been struggling with their fights off screen, and ultimately everybody else is sort of just having a bit of a mixed bag of reactions at the moment. Full wipe on the Haibu. Mame locking in for their region as well as just their teams, I suppose. They're going to grab that vault finally and look for the plug now as they have victored in their team fight. 4 a.m. keeping Weekend at Bernie's at bay just for now, but ultimately they want to give it one more chance. They have the ability to possibly give it another go here should they maybe get an opener. But look at this, 4 a.m. have set themselves up so far away. They need to do something. They need to get involved. They need to find a pick, and they need to deny this utility. Glitch is perfect to get rid of that shield, and it allows Microwave to get involved. But Microchip, he hasn't found anything of note. Shay also taken down really quickly. And there he goes. Player is out. It's just Keldor.
Just Keldor indeed. Trying to stay alive, trying to stay close by and hide away. No, Weekend at Bernie's once again absolutely stolen away from their opportunities, and that is another steal to come on through. Is it going to be stuck around? No. Oh, in fact, it was. And this might just be yet another score to come on through. Haibu, all of a sudden, an absolutely phenomenal steal game. Once again, not really getting too involved in the midst of those main gunfights and just coming around, get a steal no matter what, and then, well, the success does follow suit as well. That does leave quite a fair few teams in the dust, and that includes so far Weekend at Bernie's. So is 4 a.m. currently sitting on the 3rd place. And if Mame are able to steal away yet another one for themselves, well, that one is going to be a bit of a tilt. Keldor already gets the better of Kiar, though, so that's the very favorable trade out here. Maybe Weekend at Bernie's may just be able to find themselves a little bit more breathing room.
Especially if they start actually locking in on these initial engagements. Ghost, now the last alive, he's caught some great positioning here from Latte, very aware of what's happening ahead of him. He finds one, but it's now Haibu looking to get involved here. Weekend at Bernie's now a little bit in trouble. 5's going to pop. They're going to have to get rid of it quickly. If they want to survive, they're going to get away. But look at this, offside of the map, Mame, largely uncontested. You just have a third party fest happening over by Weekend at Bernie's. They are going to get that plug now, but are they going to be able to hold on to it? If they can, it'll propel them to first, as long as they don't wipe too many times in defending it as such. But it looks like that might be the case. Pulled out of the equation. Shay is absolutely thwarted, and it's now all up to Michael Chip. He needs to do something, but he's opted to go for the revive, knocking them into the blender, and ultimately Keldor's managed to get away with 2 here for himself, leaving it just up to the remainder of Haibu as they go for the revive. But Shay's coined in. Microchip's got a couple of seconds left for himself as well, but no, the revive comes out and they can re-aggress here 3 strong if they want to go for this vault. They lose one in the process though. That's not a good start.
Not a good start at all, and not really much of a damage that was dished back on out from the OCE representatives towards Haibu roster. And whilst the attempt is certainly there, Shay is all on the lonesome, unfortunately unable to do much, and shut down once again. Poor Weekend at Bernie just cannot seem to be able to catch a break, and all of a sudden all of those teams, the moment there's an OC representative in the lobby, they all locking on in by the looks of it. Because where was this game from Haibu before? Where was this performance from them in the earlier rounds? Because that would have saved them a whole lot more of the trouble, and all of a sudden they now are able to really perform. I say that though, player gone, Mame gone as well. It's all an absolute massacre. And it's Haibu that are close by, that are looking to try to keep on pushing, to keep on putting the effort here, because Mame looking to steal this out.
Might get away with it as well, mind you, but no. If that maybe had been a heavy, they might have just squeaked off with it, but 4 a.m. are going to manage to lock that one down just for now. A good stagger, though, off-screen. Haibu, again, largely uncontested. They're just not being touched on this backside. Weekend at Bernard's are looking to try something again. It's all satire, ladies and gentlemen. We hail from the region. We'd love to see them do it, but even if they get this next vault, they've only got 50 seconds left of gameplay, and it might not be enough. Cthulhu, they're here. They are at A double jeopardy would be the only thing that would really propel them out of last place. But even then, saying that, mind you, I take it back. A steal could put them up into second here. Mind you, they need to absolutely lock in. Kiar's making it difficult. Keldor finds one, but is it going to be enough? 4 a.m. don't want to let this go. They don't want to be sent home right now. The TGM's where they want to be, and they want the chance. Shay's going to put Keldor back in the fray. Weekend at Bernie's need to get involved, but everybody's here now. Cthulhu, it's all kicking off. Mame White Weekend at Bernie's, or at least are very close to doing so. They're finally out. Mame have got 3 alive. Make it 2. It's now all up to Hebu, who have managed to hold on to the Weekend at Bernie's. They've got it. Cthulhu, they've qualified through the midst of what's going on in the back. OCE have made it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Weekend at Bernie's, they avoid being kicked out so soon.
Absolute. It's nuts. It's nuts, Proto. I mean, we're looking at this, at the overall scoring as well. It's, well, to say the least, they were